What's up, guys? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today, I'm talking about HNT, Helium, and I think we've got big news, definitely big news potential. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hey guys, before I get started with the chart analysis, I want to just thank everybody once again for all the support, the views, the likes, the subscribes, all that stuff. I need you guys to keep them coming. It means so much to help me keep pushing through, to keep trying to make content, to make fresh content, to make things you guys want to see. And I typically say this stuff at the end of the video, but I know how this works. I know how YouTube works. Typically, most of my views don't make it all the way to the end of the video, so I want to get out there for everybody and just say thank you before I get started. So let's get to it. Alright guys, let's get the obvious out of the way first. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. You should not be making trades based off the opinion of somebody on the internet. That is not good to do. So with that being said, we're going to get into it. Alright guys, looking at the technical analysis on HNT. I've been watching this for a couple of days now because I did start seeing the retracement happen. And there is another thing I noticed. 23rd, 24th, and 25th of March made this morning star pattern that I've been telling you guys about. My last video was all about the coins that, second to last video was all about the coins that made this pattern on the exact same day, and just about all of them 2x'd, at least 100% gains. This one, if you bought the confirmation, bought the end of the Morningstar pattern, $8.26 on the close, and then it closed at $18.44 at its peak. So yeah, more than a 2x. But okay, with that being said, why are we looking to buy in potentially very soon? All right, so looking at the Fibonacci, we had this as our starting point for the uptrend. We knew, it was an uptrend here, and it retraced. This morning star was the pattern that triggered the end of the retracement and the start of the trend reversal, going back to an uptrend. Bloody yesterday, we had that massive liquidation from Bitcoin. For anybody who hasn't been made aware yet, there was a $10 billion liquidation in Bitcoin. That's what crashed most of the, pretty much most of the market all at the same time. It was, $10 billion worth of leverage liquidation. But with that being said, I was watching this because I knew we were on the 38.2, and we had just tapped the 50% line. And we were holding a pretty good resistance level here, support resistance at the 38.2 line. And that's what I was looking for a trigger. Either the 7-day and 25-day to cross again to meet, looking for the MACD to start to curl up a little bit, looking for the RSI. I was actually hoping the RSI would come down a little bit more. Where are we at right now? We are at 57. It's not a bad spot to start a new uptrend. I mean, from here, we got a double up from 47. No, this was 54. We got a double up from 54 on the RSI, so it's not a bad spot. It's not too high. It's not going to be immediately into an overbought range. But I was looking for a trigger. I was waiting because what I've done a couple of times recently is I've jumped in early and I'm waiting on a consolidation, or I'm waiting on a trigger, and I'm sitting with my money going sideways. And again, it's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible. You're not really losing, but you're not gaining either. It's kind of like putting, it's kind of like being on ice. You're going sideways and you're not really gaining yet. And the idea behind trading is to position yourself so that you buy in at the best possible time, and you're never going to find the exact moment of the peak or the exact moment of the bottom, but you want to be close, and you don't want to sit idle for too long while a consolidation period is going on, and you're just kind of trading sideways. So that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to make this video. Yesterday with the dip, something very interesting happened. This candle went all the way down through the 786 line. It made a 78.6% retrace and just barely held this. I don't want to say just barely, but it pulled back off of this support line, and it bought all the way back up in a 24-hour period. It bought through 3 levels of resistance to come back and made this massive hammer. Now, the hammer truly needs confirmation in the next candle to be a candle that closes above the close of the hammer. That is a true confirmation for the hammer, is that it needs the next day, or the next candle. If you're on a 4-hour chart, it'd be the next 4 hours. If you're on a 2-hour chart, it'd be the next 2 hours, and so on and so forth. But this on the daily chart would need the next day to finish green, to finish above the hammer. Now we've sold up and we've come down a little bit. We found that support again right at that 1545 line, and I think we're just a hair under it. Yeah, 1537. Just a hair under it now. Watch this day very closely. You're looking for, 8 p.m. tomorrow. For me, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. tomorrow. If this candle is green, I'm in. And if it's green early and it's starting to rise, and I don't believe it's going to fall, if it gets near the 1755 level, or it starts to get near this point where it might start tapping resistance here, but it shouldn't fall all the way through the level, I'm buying in. I'm looking for confirmation of this hammer for the reversal of this retracement, and if I get the confirmation, I'm buying now. If I don't, I'm still watching this. I'm watching this like a hawk, because I'm looking for this retracement level to sell or to buy up to around $25 on the next upswing. I am definitely looking. I would not sell below 22 at all, but looking at 25, and honestly, 28. This level at 28 is not unrealistic, and I'll show you why. This made it almost to this 2618 level. That's an impressive run up, and I'm saying I tend to make my calls conservative because I would rather under promise and over perform than to reverse that. I'd rather under promise and over perform. So I want to stay conservative in the $25 to $28 range. So if you get in here at 1545, or let's just say $16, so you get the confirmation on this candle. You're looking close to a 100% run up. So 16 to 25, so 50%, 16 to 24 would be 16 to 24 would be a 50% run up. 28 would be 75% run up. So yeah, a 75% run up if you get to the 28 level. If you get the 168, the 268, you're looking between 37 to 52. I probably wouldn't hold that long unless there was just no indication of coming off of that. Let me clear this chart up a little bit so it's not so drastically just ugly. As this previous run up was happening, there was no big, there was no big sign to tell you that it was going to slow down. There was no, well, the last two, these long wicks up, and then this one closing negative or closing bearish. I would have probably, I don't think I would have gotten the top of this. Probably would have sold out somewhere where it started to go bearish here, somewhere around $17. Just being honest, I don't think I would have made the the very top. But when I start to come down, either that or once we're above this line, maybe set a trailing stop loss at $18 or something. But that probably would have been triggered almost immediately too. So guys, HNT, definitely looking bullish on it. Definitely feeling like it's something that's ready to go, ready to add to the portfolio. I really want to see confirmation on this candle. I want to see a green bullish candle off of this massive hammer. And real quick, I think I can show you another chart that made a very similar pattern and made a very similar run up directly afterwards. And I called it out on one of my videos. And I called it here. This is the XLM from 50% dropped down below 786 on a very, very long wick sell, and then that triggered a massive run up. I mean, that went up to a top of 69 cents from, you buying the confirmation at 44 cents, 44 to 69. That's at least a good 60-75% profit. It didn't take long from the 30th or from the 1st of April to April 13th, 13 days for 70%. That is not a bad run up at all. And it's actually looking like, there's another retracement that could be done soon. Maybe something to look at again. But this is not a video about XLM. I just want to show you that hammer formation and how the confirmations on it work. So guys, that's it for today. That's the video. Once again, like if you liked, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let me know what you thought, leave me a comment down. Do you think HNT is a strong buy? Do you think it's something that we should look to get into here and now? Or am I off on this? I'm open for opinions. Let me know what you think. Till next time guys, peace.